recording now. So today is Halloween. Welcome back.
November.
All right.
Thursday, October 31st.
I can't believe it's like the end of October.
I know, it went by pretty fast, not gonna lie.
No, I'm just gonna go by Cowboy.
And then December will go by Thursday.
I put this
December was longest month. I hated it.
All right, distributive property, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are recording. All right, so distributive property, have you seen it? Have you heard about it? Have you done it? Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do?
You
make a box.
8 times 6 and then 8 times the x.
Yep.
What? You break it down into 8 times 6 and 8 times x.
So this is a perfect lesson for Halloween. So distributive property is like distributing candy to trick-or-treaters. So here I am. Here are my two trick-or-treaters. They knock on my door. I'm going to give candy to the first trick-or-treater, and I'm going to give candy to the second trick-or-treater. Okay? So you give candy to everybody by distributing, giving out.
I remember this.
All right. So 8 times your first trick-or-treater, 6,
48.
plus 8 times your second trick-or-treater, which is an x. All right?
X is anything, right?
X could be any number in the universe.
1, 2, 3,
No.
7,
Oh, yeah. So what is 8 times 6?
48.
Plus, what's 8 times x?
8x. Just do 8 times 1.
No. You don't know what x is.
Oh, yeah.
So you multiply. So since it's
Yeah.
only one x, you multiply the x with x. But since you don't
Yeah,
know,
it
you
is.
put the eight. Alex, remind me how to do it.
All right. 5 parentheses x plus 4. So what are we distributing?
Candy.
Candy. What number is our candy? 5. So give the 5 to the x. You give the 5 to the 4. What's the number one mistake kids do? They forget to give it to the second person. It's like you're going with your friends trick-or-treating and you're in the back. You still want candy, right? Even though you're in the back, you still deserve candy. So you don't forget this guy. So it's via multiplication. So it'll be 5x. 5 times 5 times 4. 5 times x is pronounced 5x.
5 times x.
Yes, 5 times x. So the answer to 5 times x is just 5x. Okay? When we say 5x, they're together. They're squished together. It's kind of like, remember when we talked about like parentheses? This is similar to parentheses where they're stuck together. If they're stuck together, it's an invisible multiplication. Plus 20. Okay? And that's it. Yeah. Distributive property is pretty easy.
So when are we gonna actually solve the problem?
So what now? Yeah, what do we add?
You don't.
Next year, do we do algebra?
Some of you. Oh. Yep. In algebra, you do problems that don't look finished, but they are. All right. 6 parentheses 2m minus 10.
Oh,
What are we distributing?
candy.
Candy. What number is our candy? 6. So we give the 6 to the 2m and the 6 to the 10. So 6 times 2m minus 6 times 10. So what is 6 times 2m?
12.
Yep.
12.
Okay, let's focus. Okay, but we're trying to figure this out and we're trying to learn. So we just ignore, we move on, because that's not going to be on your test. This is 6 times 10?
I want to finish this one. I know, I want to finish it too, but apparently it's done.
Millimeters.
Negative 3 times 2b plus 9m.
How do you give negative candy?
That's when I steal your candy.
Oh.
Nickelodeon.
How dare you?
So, negative 3 times 2b plus negative 3 times 9m. So what's negative 3 times 2b?
I thought it was 6.
No.
Negative 6.
Negative 6b.
Plus negative 47m.
Wait, and then what if they were both negative? Is the answer still negative? Or is it gonna be positive?
Well, it's a negative times a negative.
Plus a negative.
So then it would be positive.
A negative?
This is
Remember Ariel brought these like chocolate balls?
Okay, let's focus on this. Focus on this. All right. What if I go m times 3 plus 6b?
Bless you.
What am I distributing now?
Candy.
M. Yep. So you're distributing the m, and sometimes you can distribute a variable. So we have m times 3 plus m times 6b. Well, just because I always put the number I'm distributing first, so I'm going to put the m first, but there's something I have to teach you right now. So what is m times 3? 3m. So even though I wrote the m first, because if you notice, whatever number I distribute, I always write it first. You see the 6 came first, right? So basically doing the same thing. I'm just switching it. But the thing is, in algebra, when you have a variable and a number, you always put the number first when you write your answer. So it would always be 3m. Even though when we wrote it out, it's m times 3, the proper way of writing an answer would be 3m. Okay? Even though I wrote it as m times 3, this is the proper way of writing your answer. Plus, now, when you have more than one variable in a term, because this is a term that we would circle if we were doing order of operations, you would put the number first and then in alphabetical order. The variables in alphabetical order. So, what's my number? 6. And then BM. This would be in alphabetical order. Whatever the variables are, put them in alphabetical order.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Okay, one more thing I have to show you. Negative 7 times m plus 4c plus, let's do negative 6d.
This is algebra.
So what are we distributing?
I don't know.
Negative 7. So whatever is outside the parentheses is what you're going to give everyone that's inside. And this is a big group of trick-or-treaters, right? Sometimes it's just you and a friend. Sometimes it's like 4 of you or 3 of you. You all get candy. Negative 7 times m plus negative 7 times 4c plus negative 7 times negative 6d. So this is showing your work. Right there, Joseph. So this is showing your work, and now we actually simplify. What's negative 7 times m? Negative 7m plus negative what?
Negative 28c.
Plus
42d.
good. So Dorito Man comes into play. You have a negative times a positive, so that gives you a negative. A negative times a negative is a positive. So Dorito Man, this is a D. So again, like the little things that you learned come into play. maybe you learned distributive property like 4th, 5th, 6th grade, but you didn't learn it with negative numbers, right? But yeah, it should be a fairly easy concept to understand. We're okay? All right. I know you want to put things together. Oh, does anybody know why we're done here? Like, why can't I simplify, put stuff together?
It is homework.
You don't know what the variables equal to, and then what else? Why can't I put all of these variables together?
Alphabetical order.
No. Why can't I put them together? Why can't I add 7 plus 28 plus 42 and say MCD or CDM?
Well, there's too many.
If the letters don't match, you can't add them. If the letters don't match, you can't add them.
So
if those
the equation is
7M
gonna be the
plus
answer.
28M
So
plus
if
42.
they don't match, then the question is just the answer.
This is your answer. You can't do anything other than this.
But what if they're all M?
Then you can put them together, which I will teach you later on. You simplify them.
I still can't figure out how you can go from counting fishies
These
and
numbers
birds
scare me.
and then do this instead of.
Counting letters. Wait, what?
I don't know.
What?
What?
Wait, is 1 and 2 just,
Done? For you?
are they just examples?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Oh, wait, this is not. I know. I said it looks like.
Alright. So 1 and 2 are kind of done for you. Not loving 3 and 4. Wish I could change it.
They're easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
So, can we answer that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was my best one.
So 4 times 8 minus 4 times 2. So that gives me 32 minus 8 gives me,
Oh, wait, we do it?
well, you see how these are just 2 numbers?
Oh.
So you can do it. Kind of like number 1. Do you see how they at the end they just got 45?
keep changing up with it.
24.
24.
Wait, do we gotta do the answer too?
For number 3 and 5, yes. That's why I said like, oh, I'm not loving 3 and 5.
Oh, you said 3 and 4.
Oh, 3 and 5. So negative 2 times 3 plus negative 2 times 6. So that's going to give me negative 6 plus negative 12. So that's negative 17. These are only the ones that you can put together. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
The other ones you can't. Why? Because they have a variable. And do we know what the variable equals to?
No.
No. So you're done. Okay? All right. Number 4. What number are you going to distribute?
6.
6. Now this one is going to look like you're not done.
Negative 6 plus negative 12
Yeah, it's 18.
Oh, I wasn't finished. There. I'm done now. Thank you.
Do we add 6? Because it's 3M plus 2M.
Huh?
6 is 3M plus 2M, so do we add it?
Oh, darn it.
Well, can we just leave it like that?
Yeah. I wasn't supposed to show you number 6, but hey, here we are.
So it's
3M plus 2M, which is equal to 5M. I know. I'm not going to show you that until later, but if you get it, great. If you don't, great.
basically we just
Because they have the same letter.
Wait.
What did I do now?
9.
Oh, you just go backwards.
Oh, so we do.
So like you go backwards on the distributive. You distributed whatever is outside the parentheses. So it's like you went to the house in the back. You know how some houses has 2 houses in one lot, one in the front side, one in the back side. So this is like you're going to the back house. All right, before we check our answers, so your 10 Alex topics are going to be due by Sunday. So they close every Sunday, they reopen every Monday. So every Monday it resets for the week. When you log into Alex, you'll see that you have the assignment, and it'll tell you like, oh, you have 10 topics to learn. So they close on Sunday. I get a report every Monday, and then that gets put into your grades Monday, Tuesday.
Wait, do they close on Monday 11:59? No, on Sunday 11:59.
Yeah. So they close on Sunday, and they open on
Monday.
That's exactly what I just said.
Well, last year.
So like 1 minute time.
But this time they just added.
Yes. All right.
Wait, so this one only for 12 is negative 4y plus 20 plus negative 4.
Yep. So let's see. Number 8. What'd you guys get?
Wait, number 8.
Number 8, 12 minus 3.
12 minus 3.
Good. Number 9.
91 minus 7.
Number 10.
Negative 6 plus 8.
Number 11.
15 plus 5x plus 5x.
Good. All right. Number 12.
Negative 4y
Yep.
minus 20.
Negative 20. Yep. Okay.
Wait, so there could be a slight glitch.
Correct. This is probably where most of you are. Not where I want you to be, but this is where most of you are. So, now listen. This is okay for like period 2 and 3. But when you see this right here, you need to change it. Okay?
Change opposites.
Yep.
It's negative 4 plus 20 plus
Negative 4 plus the opposite of negative 20,
20.
20 plus negative 4u. Okay? In high school, it will be written as negative 4y plus 20 minus 4u. That's how it's going to be in high school. This last one's going to be in high school. The middle one is where I want you to be. I want you to know that if you have a negative and a minus, or a minus and a negative, it turns into just add a positive. And then in high school, do you guys see what they did here in high school? Yeah. In high school, they subtract the opposite. They don't want all of this. They just want you to write a minus. That's why I don't go teach high school, you know? Let's do the back. And then we finished. There's always a backside. I gotta conserve paper.
Yeah, there always is a backside of math.
That's why, math is awesome.